we have in this part of the country.
So well ventilated.
It's nice and cool.
All the broken windows help. Master, let's turn back.
Nonsense, Tureen. We just arrived at the famous Iliescus. Nowhere like it.
I've seen enough. I'll buy the t-shirt, be on my way.
Iliescus is a crossroads between Toledo and Madrid, and between the court and Seville. A meeting place for the old world and the new, and the start of my new life.
But before we start this new life, shall we stop to eat?
If we stay for a meal, it will be nightfall before we get there, and a new bridegroom should arrive when he can shine.
Ah, the incomparable Finea. And she has a sister too.
Nice.
Word is Nice is very pretty.
So is Finea. I have no interest in Nice. Finea gives me your lycra.
An avalanche of money?
40,000 ducats.
That's a damn good snowfall.
Indeed. But I need to woo and win the lady first.
Who's that fop?
Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, sir.
On your way to Madrid, sir?
Indeed, sir. I have completed business for my aunt and now leaving these hinterlands to return to civilization.
Well, I have business with a man in Madrid. Perhaps you know him.
Unlikely, my country mouse of a gentleman. Madrid is one large chess box, large enough to devour all the chessmen in the world. It is a madhouse. A madhouse, I tell you. 'Twould be impossible I should know the man for whom you seek.
His name is Octavio.
Oh, I know him.
He is the father of 2 daughters.
That's him. But distinguish between the daughters. One is a rose, the other a thorn. Nice is as bright as the summer's day, Finea as dull as the day is long. Dona, daft, senorita, simpleton, most people call her LaDamaBoba, the fool. Still, her father plans to marry her off.
Oh, Dios.
Mind you, there are not many who can rival her in terms of dowry. And there are 1,000 threadbare marquises, who would gladly refill their family coffers with coins from LaDamaBoba.
But the other sister, Nice, is wise.
As intelligent as a man, and radiant and lovely, her charms are highly esteemed and sought after by the most important people in the city, myself included.
And Finea is an idiot.
Indeed.
I'm puzzled how 2 such different fruits could spring from the same tree. And since they are sisters, you think their dowries would be equal?
It's a secret.
Oh.
Not anymore. Come here. My aunt is close friends with Octavio. His brother died and left his fortune for Finea's dowry. Knew it would be impossible to pair her off with one of her own station unless the path were paved with gold.
Oh, that's terrible.
Hardly. 40,000 will make her almost as wise as Nice. But buyer beware, the cup is cracked, but at least she runneth over. Now, my friends, I must hasten back to Madrid.
Oh, Tureen. I'm going to marry a cracked cup. No.
So that was Fabio's intention?
And you complain of it?
My brother was always frivolous, a fool with his money.
He left you a fortune and you disparage him, really, Octavio.
My dear Miss Sailor, how discreet you become in your old age. No! He left it to the one who also inherited his stupidity. The man was a dope, a rich dope, but a dope.
Ah, Nice's grace and intelligence has made her your favorite.
My daughters will always be my daughters, but let me tell you in God's truth, I despair them both. Finea is a simpleton, that is clear. But as is nature's way in balance for her lack of which she has been given many beautiful physical gifts. Now, Nice was always a smart child, but she has become so learned, she has turned into a judgmental prig. And she is worshipped by that faction of pups that hang on her every word. Between the 2 extremes, there is no doubt. If I were to marry, I would choose the fool.
Do not talk like that. Las Bobas are doomed to make a muddle of everything they touch.
I'm not disparaging intelligent women. I appreciate moderately intelligent women, such as yourself. But intelligence in a wife consists of just this: loving and serving her husband well, staying at home, being modest in speech and dress, keeping her eyes and ears to herself.
You should add and have a baby every year.
Exactly! You understand? Oh, Sena, it was my fault, allowing all those tutors in Nice to fence and to draw and study Greek. No good could come from Greek. If only Finea knew more and Nice less.
But I thought you had one son along the way.
Oh yes, a gentleman named Liceo. Although since the news of the gold has gotten out, Finea's had suitors around the block. And yet lovely Nice is not a solid suitor in sight.
Octavio, there is Nice now. Quickly, come with me, for there is something I wish to discuss in private. I have a proposal of marriage for her.
Oh, whoever it is, I am interested. Her extreme nature gives a very few options. Well, let's go to my chambers and discuss.
Did you get the book? It was so beautiful I could hardly bear to touch it. Why not? I had washed my hands and was bound in a soft white velvet with golden flowers on the spine. Flowers for Heliodorus, the finest Greek poet. They look like prose. There's poetry in prose. There may be. It's beyond me. Mistress, your sister is coming with her tutor. I could take a whole year and never learn all these. Has she learned her alphabet? A seems to be presenting problems.
Now, you must be patient and focused or I will not teach you anymore. Now, what is this?
It is a picture.
Of what?
It must be a letter.
Which one?
I give up.
It is an A for apple.
But that is like no apple I've ever seen.
It is an A as in apple.
Why is there an A in my apple? I don't like things in apples. Seeds or worms. Oh my.
Fine, fine. Let's look at the other cards.
Oh, look at them, aren't they pretty?
They're letters.
How many?
23.
That many? Well, then I guess you better stop dawdling and get on with the lesson.
What is this one?
I don't know.
And this one?
I haven't the slightest.
And this one?
Couldn't say.
And this one?
It's bumpy.
Yes, yes.
It's a...
It's a B, you booby!
booby, that's right. That's what it's called.
Let's move on. Let's try some spelling. Now, repeat after me.
Repeat after...
Don't you dare. Now, repeat. C-O-M-E, come.
Alrighty. Where?
No, no.
You told me to come, didn't you?
No, we're practicing our letters, all right?
Alright.
G-O, go.
Where do you want me to go?
No. G-O, go.
I know. Tell me where do you want me to go?
Don't tempt me. This is impossible. Having me teach you is like pouring the finest wine into a cracked tumbler. Finea, yesterday you told me you were going to learn these cards.
I did. These are cards.
Hold out your hand. I think you deserve a chastisement.
Oh, that's very kind of you, good sir. Oh, ow, you hit me, you dog.
Of course, what do you think a chastisement was?
I thought it was a sweet.
And we will continue with the chastisements until you learn your ABCs.
No more chastity for me. I shall give as good as I got.
Tricked you?
I was learning my letters, and then suddenly he asked for my hand so he could give me candy, and... What? Did your tutor stop to discipline you when you were not learning? Spare the rod, spoil the child. So the more it hurts, the more I know. I have no wish for book learning, then I'll be in constant pain.
Mistress Nisei, your sister is beyond all knowing. There is not enough money in the world to entice me to give her another lesson. Good day, mistress. And please tell your father I will not be back.
Another tutor bites the dust. Sister, it is your duty to study and learn. I did learn those cards. He just scrambled my brain with that come and that go. How's a girl supposed to learn with all those comings and goings? She really is priceless. That you learn and improve yourself is the wish of our Father who... in heaven. No, I mean our Father who is in the next room. If your father hears about this, you might just as well give up the ghost. The ghost? You are just trying to frighten me. Stanley, don't tell him. Here you are, mistress. Boba and Bobito. That's why Clara is her favorite name. Oh, like-minded in every way. No. Oh, yes. What? Our Tabby had her kitten. Really? When? This morning. On the roof? Of course not. In the bedroom. Which roof? She is quite the lady. She had 6 kittens this morning, just as the sun was rising, in its usual place. And Madrid was waking up to face another day. In the midst of the sounds of the city, I heard our Tabby yelling, "Oh, husband, I'm about to give birth!" Oh my, there were terrible shouts. But having kittens is no joke. And then her kitty cat husband rounded up all the neighbors
beauty leads us hither.
Shining with a light as pure as the sun.
Queen of beauty.
Oh, Nise.
Oh, Porto!
Thank you.
Oh, my Diana.
My learned lady.
Lorenzo, you seem in good spirits today.
My spirits are lodged in your heart.
I wish you would come along, for your friends eclipse my spirits.
I would not dare stand before you without the shelter of my friends, lest your radiant eyes take offense, and like the sun, scorch me.
I shall not. Lorenzo, I have a letter, but how can I give it to you unseen by the others?
That letter is my soul's desire. You could pretend to fall.
Pretend to fall? Oh, I swoon!
Oh, my lady!
Oh, my lady! You must rest! Oh, go with God, Lorenzo! Porto, Finito, goodbye!
God match your fortune with your grace, my lady. You and she were whispering.
Whispering!
What did she say?
Say nothing but pleasantries.
Not pleasant for us to hear, I'm sure.
Oh, I see. Come, Fenicio. 'Tis time we take our leave.
So, the path is well and truly staked.
What?
The heavenly Nise is yours, at least she seems to be, sir.
Do I detect a no tone?
Envy!
Malice? No. Certainly not.
She might be mine, if I were worthy.
Ew. Come, Fenicio. 'Tis time we take our leave. Good day to you, sir.
I said good day!
I'm loved by a lady of grace, as honest as she is lovely, rich in thought and beauty, rich in everything, except riches. Life is a long voyage to endure for a poet, especially without comfort. And if gold is what can provide the comfort, I have no choice but to change my mistress.
Oh! Ha! Master, of course, where else would you be?
I am here, but my love is not.
So you mean Nise's not at home?
No, Pedro, I mean there has been a change.
Ooh! Pray tell!
My thoughts were all of Nice, but have changed to Finea.
Finea? Sir, is that wise to love a fool?
Have you ever known anyone who regretted having food to eat, time for rest, and clothes to put on his back? That will come from Finea.
Sir, you can't possibly be exchanging the wise Nise for the nitwit Finea.
What do you mean, nitwit, sirrah? The son of gold always outshines the son of wit. The poor are judged stupid, and the rich are found wise. 'Tis the way of the world. From this time forth, I will woo Finea.
Wait. She is so dim-witted that you can knock as many times as you like, but she'll never open the door.
Oh, but there is a way. It involves you and Clara, her idiot maid.
You will find her more wily than witless, sir.
All the better. I propose the two of us woo the two of them.
Clara will prove an easy bud.
In that case, our future fortunes are secure.
Oh, here they come!
My lovely lady, today the sun rises with you, for your eyes project brighter rays. But if you blind me at your rising, what will you do at midday?
Eat lunch?
Gazing at these heavenly stars, I lose myself, weaken, and die.
Well, if you go wandering around when the stars are out, it's no wonder you catch a cold. Go to bed at a decent hour and wear a nightcap.
No, don't you understand? I love you, honestly, purely.
What is love?
Love, desire,
Oh, a wanting?
wanting a thing of beauty.
Like diamonds? Oh, or a good pair of flopper socks?
No, I mean a beauty such as yours. Your beauty engenders my desires.
Well, what am I to do if you desire me?
Love me in return. Haven't you ever heard love begets love?
I don't know about that. Actually, I don't know about love. My mother never taught me. I will ask my father.
Oh, wait! That's not how you do it.
How then?
Warmed by the fire of my blood, such vivid rays of love shall dart from my eyes that will pierce like spirits into your...
Oh! Spirits! Again today with the talk of ghosts. I want nothing to do with ghosts.
No, there are our spirits, which will join as one.
That in marriage too?
What my master
Wow.
said, same goes for me to you. I'm dying for you.
You're pretty healthy looking for a dying man.
I'm sick with love.
Oh, don't wish it on me. I've never been sick a day in my life. Except for chilblains. But I'll do what my mistress does. I like the part about
yes, my lady.
Is that proper?
Oh, very proper for those who marry. Your father and mother were married in this fashion. That's how you were born.
I was?
Yes!
Do you mean to say, when my father got married, I wasn't there? Ha! Not invited to my own father's wedding. How do you like that, Clara?
Has there ever been such ignorance? My good fortune may drive me to despair.
I hear my father coming.
Oh, then I must depart. Remember me, sweetheart.
Remember you? I will. He's gone.
Me too. Remember me.
How can I remember you if you are gone? Clara? Ha! So that's love. I had no idea. It's like a chicken stew. Poke around long enough and you'll find the meat. Ooh, chicken stew. Yum. Clara, my father makes me so mad. He's trying to marry me off to some gentleman from the country. He's spoken about it twice. And the last time he gave me a picture and said, Finea, here's your husband. And since at the time I didn't know anything about love and marriage, I said yes. Oh, it was such a pretty picture. But I've accepted this good-for-nothing man as my husband. He is nothing but a face, a jacket, and a cloak. I mean, it doesn't matter how prettily he's painted if he has no body from the waist down. What am I supposed to do with a husband like that? I don't want to see my husband walking around the house with no legs or feet. Oh, heavens no. Do you have the picture with you? Oh, that's a nice face and strong shoulders. Nothing below. Nice eyes. You bothering me? Is that your coming? Is he going to marry you off? I'm not wearing a face and a doublet. No way. That one that just left me had a body and legs to boot. And I believe he hunts with hounds. This servant dog has bitten me too. Down to the bone.
Finea, where is that girl? Nisei, where is your sister? I just heard her husband V is in Madrid and is doing it presently.
And I guess that B is for blushing bride.
Oh, I'm breaking in my boots.
Master, Senor Liceo is here.
Oh, send him in. Oh, I am so nervous. Oh, here's that girl. Finea, come quickly. Oh, daughter, you know.
She knows nothing. If ignorance is bliss, she spends every day in ecstasy.
Your husband-to-be is in Madrid.
I know, Father. You gave me to him already. On this card.
That's just a portrait. He will be here in the flesh.
Senor Liceo.
Don Octavio, I hope you forgive this liberty in arriving unannounced, especially in one who's become your son.
Oh, not at all, not at all. You honor us with your presence.
Now, sir, can you tell me which of the two is my bride?
What can't you tell? It's me.
Come to my arms.
Is that all right?
Oh, yes, of course.
Clara, lady. He goes all the way down. It could be a trick with mirrors. He was scary with just a face and a doublet, but with the bottom half, not so bad. Much better.
Let me introduce you to your sister-to-be.
Your, beauty, travels before you.
Your servant, sir.
Though it is your wit and learning for which you are renowned in all Spain.
Listen to him flirting with her, and he comes to marry me? Now that's what I call rude.
Simpleton! Please sit.
Doreen. Pretty but stupid.
So, how was your journey?
Wearisome. Anticipation makes the road longer.
Anticipation? Is that your horse? Take Arnag Bella on the way back and save you some time. Sister, shh! You? My sister, although beautiful, is something of a prankster.
I'm sure you would like to rest. Celia, go upstairs and prepare his room.
Oh, Father, there's room for two in my bed. Oh, you're ahead of yourself, sister. What? You're not married yet. What difference does that make? Come along. All right. Woo! Anchor!
Anchors away! If only I couldn't I'm anchored to this rock of stupidity.
Well, I too must go, my son, and begin preparations for your wedding feast. May God keep you!
May God get me me out of this.
Beautiful and yet so stupid.
Oh, if we were already married, I could get it annulled in self-defense.
So no wedding?
Oh, who could endure the drip, drip, drip of the most witless mind ever? No dowry is worth it. What sort of children would we have? Mindless moronic monkeys.
Not necessarily. You hear tales of brilliant parents having half-wit children and two fools producing a genius.
True, I suppose, but as a rule, children take after their parents. You don't ask for pears from an elm tree. No, no. This wedding cannot happen. No money is worth my freedom. But if it were Nisei...
I see you're recovering from the disappointment already.
I am angry at Octavio. He lied about Finea, and Nisei is my rightful compensation.
So the wedding's off.
One wedding is definitely off. I renounce LaDamaBoba.
Will he? Won't he? Will he? Won't he? A whole month has gone by.
A whole month.
And the Theo is still a bachelor.
Desire and greed are not good bedfellows.
Nisei's illness is reason for the delay.
Phinea's stupidity is the reason for the delay.
Less stupid of late.
That is true. I have noticed it myself. Love can work miracles.
One to rival the loaves and fishes if Finea becomes an intellectual.
Love makes us greater than we are. What love touches, love transforms. Where it plants desires, its roots split stone. If we love well, then we live well. Love inspires us to speak better, to dream boldly, even to dress well. And once Finea begins to love, love will begin to transform Finea.
Nobly said. And that's precisely why her father's marrying her off, so she can start philosophizing.
Well, I say this. Your thought is flawed. Love is the property of wit. It belongs to the preserve of sense. Your lady buffoon is immune. Finea is a failure of love.
Harsh! But well spake. Fools do not pluck from the tree of wit.
Intelligence rather than love is in God's image, like Nisei.
Celestial, angelic, divine.
How dare illness in its folly strike down a genius so rare?
Oh, yonder she comes.
To gladden the heart of all who behold her.
Astonished, Celia, can this be true? A passion founded on money. Oh, love is never built upon money. It prefers the soul.
Senorita, time stood still, and the earth was left dark. For as long as you lay ill, the warning sky was the marker. Now, in this happy springtime, when you are restored to health, is sown with life a sign that loves the earth's great.
Well,
Yes.
This is a blessed day. Today the earth sings. Today your eyes shine a new light into the dark, and the shadow of the earth fills with all things to celebrate your genius and your work.
Unable to court you, I gave up living. And of the two things I missed most being able to court you, it was unjust that you were ill. Forgive me for being well.
it seems you all wish me well as an excuse to vie with one another.
Like all servants, we jockey for our place.
Kind sirs, make me a nosegay. There are lovely flowers in the garden. I'm sure you would enjoy them. I wish to converse with Lorenzo.
He who loves in vain is either a madman or a fool.
Which one are you?
My misgivings were justified.
She's in love with him.
I'll make her a nosegay of my devotion, but I'll trim it with my jealousy.
Now that they are gone, may I welcome you back to good health with an embrace.
Feigning fickle, facile deceiver. Men dare to call us fickle. We shift and change like weather vanes, you say. Well, what are you? You cashed me in, settled the account of my absence due to but a month, and transferred your affections to my sister.
What are you saying?
Oh, it's good business, Lorenzo, isn't it? You are poor but clever. She is rich and stupid beyond all repair. You desire what you haven't got. Isn't that the way with all men? Why want what you already have? Oh, you praised my intelligence, and in doing so praise your own. Talents of equal measure do not sit well in men's minds. What you lacked was all Finea could offer. Go collect your winnings.
Who accuses me of this? All in 1 month.
Does a month seem so short a time? The moon waxes and wanes in a month. It changes shape without human motive. But you here in Madrid who are whipped about by storms of self-interest, you are waiting.
No.
I am my lady's witness. I know you've been courting Finea.
A servant's invention.
No, it isn't. And it wasn't just you who broke a promise. But now Pedro says he is in love with Clara.
Celia, you all jealous and expect me to pay? Pedro with that simpleton Clara. If this is true, I'll dismiss him.
Lorenzo, dismiss yourself. You are a master puppeteer. You are the blind astrologer forever foreseeing others' fates while simply ignoring your own. Oh, Lorenzo! How will you repay an honest love? How right they are when they say that friends are tested in sickness in jail. I grew sick from sorrow at not seeing you. They bled me every day, but my blood was already poisoned beyond cure. What gifts did you bring to my bed but deception, betrayal, and lies?
Nise, wait!
For what? Go find your golden halfway. Oh, but hurry, or I'll see she's married out sooner than you think.
Nise, please listen to me.
Let go of me.
I've bided my time too long. 'Tis time my love was discovered. May I be of some assistance?
No!
What is it that ails you, Senorita? Was he hurt you?
Oh, just leave me alone, both of you.
Excuse her, Liceo. She has a temper.
I'm amazed to see her speak so sharply to you.
You needn't be. Discourtesy goes hand in hand with intelligence.
We meet in the Prado, post haste.
Very well.
I will speak to you there.
If you mean speak with steel, then I'll come alone.
Do so.
Oh, jealous fool! I'll have to go. No, Finea is a fool. She must have shown him some of my letters or else told him about it. Well, that's too late to remedy, so I must now meet him. My honor's at stake. Debts and jewels cannot be put off. Let's hope he's no good with a sword.
Oh, no, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? No, not good. Oh, no. Are you done with your studies? They hound me all day with their lessons. Writing, reading, singing, and dancing. When all I want is Lorenzo. He makes my heart sing in my head. Damn, how can I break the bad news to you? Try talking. Women are good at talking. And where have you been? I slept in. Sorry. That's how God took Adam's spare rib, which Eve was made from, so no wonder women like lying in their beds. And maybe that's why men tried to woo us to bed, so they can get their spare rib back. You are learning. I'm in love. Now, what's the bad news? The letter Lorenzo gave me. He gave you a letter? It got burnt. You burnt it? The candle burned it. You read it. I can't read. Of course, I forgot. Why the candle? Last night I was talking with Pedro and he hid the letter in his breeches. Then he told me to go look for it. So I did. With the candle? Wasn't that dangerous? Oh, yes it was. The letter caught fire very quickly. So did Pedro. Here's what's left of the letter. Oh, I wish I could read. I can only understand a few words. Oh, here comes your father. Hide the letter. No, why? He can read it to me. No. Father, can you read?
Oh, what a question. Of course I can.
Do me a favor. Can you read this?
Loveliest of ladies, I thank you for the favors you have shown me, even though I lay awake all night thinking of your beauty. The rest of it is burnt. Daughter, is this from Liceo?
No, Father, from Lorenzo. He is Nice's cleverest friend. And he says he loves me.
Dishonored by our ignorance, I know it. And as for Nice, her learning has brought this household nothing but poets and fops. Daughter, has anything passed between you two?
We hugged yesterday on the stairs.
There's no point in punishing her because she is all innocent. And if I punish her, Liceo may find out. Daughter, I am very displeased with you. No more hugs. You must remain chaste. Save them for your husband when you have one. And stay well clear of Lorenzo, the poet. Whoa!
Oh, thank goodness!
You're panting!
My master! Now! In the park! A duel! With a fop! Poetry!
Oh, why on earth should parents be careful when their children are reckless? The sailor must have discovered this foolhardy boat is courting his bride, and that's what he gets for waiting so long to wed. What a muddle! I may kill Laurentio myself!
Follow me!
Your father is cross. Why did you give him that letter? It was stupid. Oh, you've done it now. We told you to never see Laurentio again. And I might as well lose my life. When I sleep, I dream about him. When I eat, I think about him. When I drink, I see his image shimmering inside the water. You know the way in the mirror, if you look really hard at yourself, all you can see is your face in the dark? I've become a mirror to him, and all I see is his face in the dark. You are changing. I've been changed. She's the best Judy you've had. But I can't disobey my father. If you have to leave Laurentio, I'll leave Pedro. Don't change for me. If we've loved together, we'll forget together. My mind being what it is, I may forget to forget.
Before you draw that sword of yours, perhaps you'll tell me why we're here?
That's fair.
She's not yours, you know. No banns have been read.
I've been discreet.
Your coming here was trumpeted like the Archangel Gabriel. How is that discreet?
That's true, and that is why I have to kill you.
I understand. I will die for her, or kill you in her name.
On God! You mean Nisa?
You demand an explanation? I didn't take a break anyway. I agree you have rights in this, and I do as well. I am nobly born, but poor. Her dowry is my salvation. The truth is, I want her money.
And Nisa?
Is it her you are avenging?
You mean you don't want Nisa?
I confess, I did love her once, but her dowry is 10,000 ducats. I love Finea 4 times that much.
My dear boy, then we have no quarrel. Finea is yours, I love Nisa.
Excellent! Then I bestow her upon you all the hopes, desires, and frustrations that were mine. All my successes with Nisa came to nothing. Perhaps your old days. You can trump them.
Even though I think you dealt me marked cards, I shall play the hand. I'm rich enough to buy my own pleasure. Nisa is wise. What more should I want?
We have the perfect understanding. Finea is my future endowed, a house of brick. She's property in the skirt, and though not wise, she loves me. What more can a man want? I am content. If Finea is mine, the way is paid for you, Isaiah.
Oh, nobody wishes her more yours than me.
Then I will make sure that Nisa is yours.
Let us shake hands in true friendship. Brothers.
Brothers.
Oh, senor, I cannot bear to look. What's happening?
Is this what they call dueling these days?
Maybe they saw us coming and stopped what they were doing?
I hope so. Gentlemen, what are you doing here?
Laurentio has been so generous and helpful since I've come to Madrid. We decided to come to this park to talk over our affairs.
Oh, how nice. We were just going to a friend's house to see his garden. Care to join me?
Certainly, sir, lead on.
You idiot! You scared me half to death. Why did you tell me they were quarreling?
Either they were pretending or they've made up. It happens. Otherwise, there'd be no men left living in all Madrid.
But resolved so quickly.
My master works quickly with a life at stake, especially his own.
You've become so conceited I don't even recognize you. You do me wrong, I've not changed. You've changed. You were less astute. You've changed. You were more confident. So who is doing this? Your mind's improving. You haven't been taking anacardium to improve your memory, have you? I've never taken any classes from Anna, or cardium either. If I've changed, it's because I'm more troubled than I used to be. Laurentio is a jewel and he belongs to me, you know that. Belongs? Someone pawned him to you? Love pawned him. Love pawned him. And I redeemed him. Oh, I could kill you 1,000 times, but the idiot's already got her reward. And you say wanting him doesn't make him yours. The little I've learned in life, I've learned from him, and this I I know. You can't will someone to love you. What a clever girl you are now. Promise me he'll no longer cross your mind. Who? Lorenzo. Promise that next time he puts his eyes on you, you'll make him take them off again. You've got a husband. Leave him for me. I promise, sister. I don't want to quarrel with you. Thank you, Finea. Oh, this is horrible, a nightmare.
My love, what is wrong?
Lorenzo, you must leave me alone once and for all. Everyone's cross at me because of you.
What did they say?
Lorenzo, where's my mind?
It should be in your head.
Can you see it?
Well, it's inside your head, but if you mean read it, oh no.
She says you are never to cross my mind again, so stay where you are.
Oh, Finea.
And she says that about your eyes, too. She says you have them set on me.
Well, I have, I'll not deny it.
Look, take them off.
How can I?
Take them, I'm begging you. Here. Use this. Set them in, put them in there, then set them again on Nise, where they belong.
All right, don't you worry, I'll take care of them.
And there was something else. My father is furious at me for that hug you gave me.
Oh, this is mad.
Take it back too.
How can I take back a hug?
By unhugging me.
All right, let me try to remember this. I think I started with my right arm. So, if I now start with my left arm, and instead of this, I do that.
Am I unhugged?
Not yet.
You promised! Oh, don't scold me. I'm really doing well. First off, he's not crossed my mind. Secondly, I know he belongs to you, so I've given him his eyes back. Look! Here they are. You can take them. And now he was just, unhugging me.
I'm just playing along with her foolery. You'll never believe what she said.
Oh, I'll not quarrel in front of her. Come with me to the garden.
You'll find it very amusing.
Oh, I'm sure! He's gone in an instant. She waves her wand and he disappears. Why is this making me miserable? Every strand of my being is screaming to run after him. What is this that has taken charge of my will?
Daughter, where is Lysaea?
I haven't seen him, Father. More importantly, don't you want to know whether I've obeyed you or not?
In what regard?
I'm with Lorenzo. He said I mustn't hug him, so I unhugged him.
This is crazy. You've hugged him again, haven't you?
No, he didn't. A hug is like this. And an unhug is like this.
There is no hope. She'll never change. You can't make a river run backwards.
Father, can I ask you a question?
Does it have anything to do with the cat? Or what language angels speak?
No. Why does love hurt? What is that feeling when someone you love is with someone else?
That is the pain of jealousy.
Jealousy.
The true child of love.
Father is lovely. He must suffer to know he reared an unhappy child.
Fathers suffer for their children. Another glimmer of light.
What's the best cure for jealousy?
Undoing love.
Killing the father?
That is the best and wisest course. If there is no love, there is no jealousy. Now, where is Nise?
In the garden with Lorenzo.
Of course she is. Time to put an end to that too. No more poetry and drivel.
This thing in me that burns and hurts so much. I have a word. Jealousy. The cruelest pain of all.
That's just a boy, Octavio. Although it did cut Nise off in full flow, so that's something. Ah, Finea, you're still here.
I'm not speaking to you. Why did you go off with her?
She asked me to. Why? Are you jealous?
Yes, I know what it is, and I hate it. But my father told me the remedy. Undo love, kill the cause, and I shall find peace.
I know of another way. Another cure.
Master! I brought you your friends as you requested.
My witnesses, you mean? Friends, I'm delighted to see you here at this joyful juncture. Wise Nisa is about to decide who she means to choose, so I would imagine by tomorrow either Eduardo or Finisa will be a very happy man.
But what of my jealousy? It is killing me.
Simply agree to be my wife before these men as witnesses, and you'll feel no more jealousy.
Just like that? I'll do it! Eduardo, Finisa, Pedro, I swear I'll be Lorenzio's wife.
My God!
You're her witnesses, you accept the charge.
We do!
There now. You don't have to let it cross your mind again. No more jealousy.
That was easy. Bless you, Lorenzo.
So you're really marrying Finea?
That's right.
And the lovely Nisei.
I've changed intelligence into gold.
Nisei. Did Lorenzo speak with you?
Yes, just now in the garden.
And you approve?
Well, I don't know if I approve of sport at Finea's expense.
That I should leave her for you.
Yes. No. What?
What Lorenzo said to you. Is I love you. Completely.
Oh, what? Are you mad?
To marry her, one so senseless would be mad. I've transferred my affection.
This is treason. You are treacherous to my sister and my father. Leave me.
This is your answer? To a love like mine that is free and honest.
Free? How is it free?
Nise, surely Lorenzo told you that I love you and he shall marry Finea.
No, that's not what was said at all. Though you are unfaithful, my heart refuses to condemn you.
How can you say I am unfaithful? I am true to you. I have never given Finea any hope, nor do I wish her any harm. It is you I love.
I love you with such unreason that I must absent myself from you.
Please, Nise, don't go! Were you here the whole time?
What? No, I just arrived.
Wasn't speaking to me, it was to you!
Well, yes. But don't worry, water breaks down the heart of stone. We shall sort out this matter.
Find me a cure or I will lose my mind.
I shall. Just remember, Finea's mine. Brothers.
Brother.
Mistress, everyone is talking about your newfound intelligence. As long as my father's happy. He's boasting about it right now to Miss Anna. About how you've learned to read and write. As if there is a new soul in your body. And it's all Lysaea's doing. I worship at another shrine. It is Lorenzio's been my master. Pedro's mine. My miracle, they call it. I'm the work of love. And Lorenzio is the doctor of divinity.
Well, Octavio, now that Finea is making great progress in a way none of us could have ever foreseen, perhaps you can turn your attention to Nise.
Oh, you are a very dear friend. If anyone else had suggested Eduardo as a husband for my niece, I would have said no. I've always seen him as the worst kind of flibbertigibbet. Half airy-fairy poet, half sulky boy. Now, Nise has always been very gifted, but these silly boys she brings home. Not that being academically gifted is a good quality in a wife anyway. She has a library full of God knows what nonsense. Greek poetry, the plays of Lope de Vega. We all know what a reprobate he is. Burn the books. That's what I would do.
We'll marry her off. Keep her busy with the baby.
Oh, quite right. Leave the poetry to Eduardo.
Eduardo is a gentleman first and a poet second. He writes verses purely for his own entertainment.
I hope he finds them more entertaining than I do. Well, he will need to learn to bring her to heel, or the world will laugh at another Don Quixote. His petticoats.
Nise, for weeks I have been pleading my case, pledging my love. You treat me with such disdain that I am thinking of appealing to another court, where my affection may be judged more favorably. You would do well to remember the changing fortunes of your sister.
You are threatening me with Finea. Oh, look closely at what you say. You love me, but I don't love you, so in order to punish me, you're going to take your love elsewhere.
I am a gentleman not unworthy of your affection.
Love is blind to questions of rank. Love is where you find it. Love is in the stars.
And let me say this. I am not moved by jealousy, but it is an outrage that you blame heaven for the dictates of your poor choice. You can't simply blame your mistakes on the stars.
Lorenzo is a noble man who
Oh, stop, enough.
No, it is not enough.
You are correct. It isn't enough. You insist on remaining faithful to one who has proven faithless to you, as if there is nobility in that suffering. Do not think I will continue to tolerate this trifling of my affections.
He's wrong. He's ridiculous to think he can take my love by storm.
Ah, wonderful daughter. You are here so we may close the matter.
Sir?
Come with me and Signora Messina. We have a matter to discuss.
Tureen! Tureen, where the devil are you?
Here, sir. Here.
I have some news. My fancy has changed.
I'm well versed in the affairs of the heart, so I shall guess. You're giving up on Nise, I assume?
You assume well. Finea will be the instrument of my revenge.
You have my support, sir.
Then I'm off to renew my suit this very minute.
Don't, sir! I'd be careful with revenge.
Meaning?
It's just not a good reason to marry. I'm not saying Finea isn't the best choice. She's lovely, she's got the money, she's even found her brains recently. And I never liked Nise. All that spouting and pontificating.
And by the way, keep an eye out on Signora Misena. She's been back in the house of late and in close conference with Octavio. They are planning something.
I'll watch your back, sir. Bien con Dios. I hope he knows what he's doing. God forbid he makes the same mess I made with Celia. I mean, falling in love with her. I'll be a scullery maid's trophy. I can see her now, scribbling my name on the pantry wall. Here fell Tureen. One more pot among my
Tureen! I didn't see you standing there so quietly.
Oh, nothing to say, sir. He who's silent is next to God.
What news of the sale?
Good news! He's asking for her hand today.
So much for secrets.
His mind is made up. He's gone to talk to Octavio, partly in revenge, of course. But still, I think Finea is the right choice.
Finea? Oh, this is an insult to me.
You? How?
We're pledged as brothers. He swore he wouldn't marry Finea.
And in a sense, he's not.
In a sense, what does that mean?
He's marrying the new Finea. He's in love with her newfound wits. Anything more I can do for you?
No!
Then I'll be off.
This is a disaster of my own making. I knew he would fall in love with the newfound wits.
Her money's likely a factor too.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Oh, my doctor of divinity, professor of love, your willing pupil is eager for another lesson.
Oh, Finea, would to God your intelligence never flowered. I was safe in your simplicity, but these newfound wits cut into me like a deep wound.
How?
Liceo is simply abandon your sister. What have you done to me, Finea?
How is this my fault? What I know I learned from you. Love has been my only teacher, and you the science I mastered.
Well, I'm ruined. Unless in your newfound wisdom you can find remedy.
Remedy? Cure? Help! Oh, it is easy!
How?
When Lizeo now says he loves, can just as easily be lost.
You mean he...
Cannot love a fool.
Can you pretend to be a fool?
Life's what's large. I can go back to those dark rooms where I grew up.
Someone's coming. Pedro, come with me.
Sir, this is a dangerous game.
It's a disaster, but it's all we've got.
At last.
A match made in heaven.
Finea, you must have heard that a marriage has been contracted between Nise and Misena's nephew, Don Eduardo. I've asked your father that our wedding and theirs should be held together as befits two lovely sisters.
Oh, you are joking! Nise's already married to you.
To me.
Or was it to Don Tureen? I forgot. Tell me, what is your name again?
What? It is Liceo.
Pleasure to meet you. Have you been in a dream before? It gets hot.
Finea, you have changed?
Oh no, Don Juan, I have not. But you know what does? The moon! Have you seen it? There's a new one once in a while, but what do they do with the old ones? Where do you keep such a thing?
My lady.
A priest told me that we are here to help others. Then what are the others here for?
Her mind's slipped.
Slipped? It's collapsed.
My father said a fool and his money are soon parted, but if he is such a fool, how did he get money in the first place? It'll be that smarty pants.
Yesterday you spoke with elegance and sense.
And today I speak with today's sense.
Oh, this is the cruelest stroke of all. Just as we should agree on a wedding, her brains are re-addled. This is madness.
Fools don't go mad.
Who does?
The learned and the wise. Their head seizes up from too much use and the brain power just dries up.
Well, I'm going back to Nice. I need to speak to Octavio. My lady, if you will excuse me.
Why did you burp? Listen to this.
All clear?
How was I?
Oh, you are an excellent fool.
I'm glad. I felt miserable doing it. I don't know how would he stand it.
An idiot looks into your eyes and sees only his own wisdom reflected. There is not an idiot alive who doesn't crow that he's the wisest, smartest person in the world. It's the nature of idiocy.
Well, Lorenzo, speak of subtle and beautiful things to cleanse my mind from this foolishness. Always together, our turtle doves. Turtle vultures? Hugging seems terribly familiar behavior for a brother-in-law, don't you think?
Nise, how lovely to see you again.
Oh, lovely to see me, but I do not get the same enthusiastic greeting as my sister.
Nise, you sound jealous?
Jealousy is a half-glimpsed thing shifting suspicion. These are facts. This is treachery.
How quick you jump to conclusions. I see what you're doing. You're stirring up rumors against me to justify your own deceit. Liseo is hovering ever closer. You've set your mind to marry him. Don't blame your fickleness on me. If you want to marry him, get on with it. But don't blame me.
My master's right. Get married and be done with it, woman.
What just happened? Whatever it was, Pedro's gone too. Like master, like servant, both vile. No, I hate him with all my heart. Mind you, that was clever to quarrel with me and deflect his own guilt. But you trickster, you thief of souls, you dare to compete with your sister? Don't think you were going to have him. Nisa, you are scaring me. You're acting crazy. Oh!
Girls, what is this racket? Calm down.
Nisa, she's asking me for all sorts of things I don't have, like souls.
What?
You have to hear any context. She started. She's trying to steal something from me. Oh, Father, you can end this once and for all. Let the master of the house drive Lorenzo from our court. This is his fault, for he turned her head. She's not married yet because he stands in the way. And he's turned me against you. Oh, get rid of him and bring peace to our house.
With pleasure, I shall do so at once.
Do you think we got away with it?
Punch before you're punched, that's what I always say. At least we confused her.
There he is now. He's Pedro.
Lorenzo, let me explain. I built this home for my family. It was a loving home before Nisei turned it into an academy for would-be intellectuals. Now my home is a place of airy fairy talk, sonnets, sighing, and poetry. Enough! For the rest of my remaining years, I wish to enjoy my home in peace. I will not listen to your drivel any longer. You are no longer welcome in this house.
Sir, it is your home and I respect that. Just let me get my bride and I'll be going.
Bride?
Finea, she gave her consent a month ago. There are 3 witnesses in this room.
I don't believe it. Call them.
Finiso, Pedro, Eduardo.
Is this true?
She gave it willingly. Freely. What my master said.
Consent depends upon knowledge, and knowledge depends upon sense. And a woman of no sense cannot wed any more than a brainless beast. Are you such a beast, Finea?
Depends how the wind blows.
And which way is the wind blowing?
Towards good sense.
Then a woman of good sense may marry her original bridegroom, Liseo. I will fetch him immediately.
Oh, Celia, let's make sure of this.
Friends, you must protect my interests.
Of course, we will. This could clear a way for you to wed as well.
Indeed, it could. Oh, this is a disaster. If I can no longer see you, there's no hope.
I have a plan. I know a place where you can hide. The loft. Only Clara, the kitty cats, and I use it. Because it is up so high, we call it Toledo. Clara?
Whoa, that was quick.
I'm efficient. Clara, I hold my life in your hand. Take Lorenzo and Pedro to the loft and tell no one. All right, let's go. I hope you like cats.
Will you remember to feed us up there?
As long as you like sardine heads.
Oh, this is dangerous, Finea.
Please go, I hear my father coming. There's nothing worth having that's not worth the danger. Father, have you calmed down?
Where's Lorenzo?
He swore to leave.
Where is he going?
To Toledo, I believe.
Good. That is far enough away. Now you have gained some sense, but you are still a fool with men. Henceforth, if a man comes into this house, I want you to lock yourself away immediately. Do you hear me?
Very well, Father. I will obey you. Shall I hide in the loft?
As long as you are out of sight, I don't care. But the loft is fine.
I love Nisei. It won't be strange to go back to her.
Father, it's a man! I'm off to the loft!
That's not a man, it's Liseo.
I'm terrified, and I obey my father. To the loft!
Sir, things can return to their right place. There is natural order.
That order, sir, has been restored. The miscreant Lorenzo has been banished and is left for Toledo.
Good.
Now, you have been here for nearly 2 months dangling promises. To fully restore order, I need to know your intentions are honorable.
Very honorable, sir. I wish to marry Nisei.
Nisei? I just promised Nisei to Messena's nephew Eduardo just 2 hours ago. I will make you a final offer. You may marry Finea as originally intended, or you may leave this house forever. And save your fine words and lofty conceit. You're just as bad as the rest of those damn poets.
What do you think?
Bend with the wind. Just marry somebody. Take Finea. She's gained some sense and 40,000 ducats? You'd be a fool not to.
It's folly that fills the world with fools.
And money that makes the world go round.
I've an aversion to fools.
I have an aversion to poverty. If you leave here with nothing, then you are a fool.
You gave him an ultimatum? How very forceful of you.
That's quite right. No more poets or talkers in this house.
Absolutely. Time wasters. Windbags.
Oh, look, there's...
Men! To the left!
Oh, no, daughter, wait. If the sale leaves, I'm giving your hand to Finito.
To the left!
No, wait, they aren't strangers.
No, and I hope to be so much more.
Child, do you not think your intended is winsome?
Winsome. Loosome.
Men! To the left!
I'm so furious with her, my own bad fortune.
Octavio, there's Maceo. Let this be settled.
I am leaving, but before I go, you must understand how much I lose in loving.
Your words move me. Your person is worthy of esteem. I would admit that, and if Father would allow it, I could be yours.
Oh, I wish I had never seen you. But you have set fire to my soul because you stole my heart. I will not be swayed by gold. If I cannot marry you, I will marry no one. I leave.
There he goes, down the road to despair, which leads to a bad hotel room in Ulyescus. How can you stand idly by, mistress? Are you some sort of panther or tiger exulting in shredded flesh, or a circus, or Pandorga?
It's Circe and Pandora.
Sorry, I was never good at the classics.
Oh, tell him to stay. He's one I've lost willingly. Mistress! Yes, Celia!
I saw Clara go upstairs with a tray laden with food and wine. She had several chicken cheese, one and two rabbits.
What?
She went to the top of the house, to the loft.
Oh, it is for Finette. I told her to hide in the loft until this unpleasantness is done.
Fools eat well these days.
Well, I peeked in and there was a cloth on the ground as if for a picnic, and laying on it, two men.
This house's honor is in grave jeopardy. Tell me, did you recognize the men?
No, I didn't look at their faces.
As spying goes, that's very bad spying.
Well, it can't be Lorenzo. He's en route to Toledo. Oh, this is ruined.
Do not worry, sir. Finicio and I will deal with them. We will. I have a cloth.
No, never mind. I'll deal with this insult myself.
Oh, I hope Octavio is safe.
Oh, this is terrifying. My legs have gone all tingly. Those are my legs.
There will not be violence. My father has a good head on his shoulders.
Good heads come and go in this house.
A good head goes, Swanner, when it has eyes that will not see the truth. Heard me say, there are none that can rival your genius and no of yours.
No one to rival your beauty.
And breathe this insult will be punished.
Put your sword away, my wife and
I say, that man looks frightfully similar to Lorenzo.
It is Lorenzo.
Oh, then hold your sword, sir, if you know who I am.
Good enough to run you through.
You're being unreasonable.
Unreasonable, you lied to me.
Why? Toledo! That's what Florida I call a loft because it is so high.
I'll have your tongue pulled out by the roots and your lips stitched together.
Octavio, my friend, you must calm down and think. To cut a knot might bring some pleasure. Running him through would be pleasant. But unraveling the knot's wiser and brings more profit in the end. You decide which course of action is best.
Your advice, dear friend?
Unravel.
Very well. The knot may only be unraveled by tying new knots. Don Finicio and Don Eduardo. I acted with the best intentions toward you. Please accept them. However, Finea has found herself a husband, and Nice is finally taken to Liceo, while he has told me he loves her.
Worships her.
Worships her.
Good fortune has favored them, sir.
I feel the wind drain from my sails, I'll not deny it. But I will survive.
I will survive.
As long as I know how to love.
I know I'm still alive.
Quite.
Well, my sails are full. I give my hand and my heart to Finea.
And give him yours, you clever fool.
I offer mine to Nice.
And I accept.
Well, that seems to be that.
Well, there could be other weddings today.
Oh, what do you mean?
And me?
Is there some bone from this feast that I can gnaw?
Cora is yours. You know she is. And she has no mean bone.
Don't mind me. I'll just be standing over here by myself.
Celia has long been yours
shall be my chief cook.
Will I?
And I'll be your chief bottle washer.
We hope the audience who forgives all faults will be happy with this ending. And from the actors in this senseless comedy, we thank you greatly for attending.